Welcome to Glowing Success. My name is Heidi and I am your host. This podcast is for beauty entrepreneurs. Join me weekly as we dive into the beauty industry's ins and outs, from business strategies, top-selling services, and taboo topics. I will be interviewing industry leaders with empowering stories and game-changing insights. Let's illuminate your path to success together. Let's jump into this next episode. Welcome back to Glowing Success. Today's episode is all about more posts won't get you clients. And then here's what will. I'm going to share with you what will get you more clients, okay? But let me first ask you something. Are you like posting, hustling, grinding? You're out there, but you're still not fully booked. I really know how discouraging that can feel. I have been there before, trust me. But you're you're putting in the work, you're showing up, but those results are just not matching your effort, right? So here's the truth. It's not that you need to do more, right? It's about getting clear on what actually moves that needle, what actually brings those clients in the door. So often we think that answer is just like pushing harder, more posts, more hours, more energy, right? But if you're unclear about what's truly attracting the clients, so all the effort feels like you're just like running on a treadmill, okay? You're moving, but you're not actually getting anywhere. So what changes everything isn't doing more, okay? I just want to tell you that. It's about getting clarity, I promise you, okay? So here's my hot tip for today. I want you to take 5 minutes, literally just 5 minutes, so nothing crazy, and write down the one specific problem you help your clients solve. So not your service, not your menu list, but the actual problem that your service solves. So let me give you some examples. So instead of saying, I do facials, you might want to say, I help people feel confident in their skin without caking on makeup. That obviously calls me out. I don't like the feeling of makeup. So if I saw that and somebody was talking about that, I would instantly perk up and listen because I hate the feeling of makeup. So what are you going to do for me in that way? Or if you do lashes, instead of saying, I do lashes, you might say, I help busy women wake up feeling put together and without spending a lot of time on their lashes, or without spending 20 minutes on their lashes. Be very exact, actually. So if you know that a lot of people spend like 30 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever on their mascara, put that in there. I help busy women wake up feeling put together without spending that much time on mascara. So be very specific about who you're attracting, what their problem is. So, that one, for instance, is people spending a lot of time on something in the morning. So probably your client for that, or your ideal client for that, is going to want to save time. So you can also talk about that, okay? I hope you see the difference in those of like, I do lashes, I do facials, and then really getting into the clarity of like what you actually are offering. When you clearly communicate the problem you solve, your content and everything else, your conversations even shift, okay? So suddenly like your clients see themselves in those messages, see themselves in those conversations, and that's when actually booking starts to happen. That's when we change over from people just scrolling past your stuff or not listening if you're in person and having a conversation, to somebody really perking up and feeling like, hey, this person might be for me. Hey, maybe I should check this person out. So I really, really, really strongly want you to get more clear in your messaging. I really want you to get more narrowed in on the problem you solve. I really want you to call out those clients that you really want to attract, right? And, the best part is you don't need to redo your whole marketing plan. Okay. Just start with something small. So really start with, writing down, like I said earlier, that one specific problem you help your clients solve. Okay. And that will help you shift in that part of clarity for your messaging, whether it be online or in person. And, this can completely change how clients see your business. And honestly, like, it gives people a lot of confidence once they start this shift. I see it all the time. And it really makes people feel like I have a little bit more control over my marketing. I have a little bit more control over actually attracting clients instead of hoping and wishing and doing. You're actually going to start attracting those people in, okay? So that is like the winning thing. And like a lot of times if people are doing a lot, I find that they just don't have that clarity. And so this is why I wanted to do this episode today. Now, if you're listening and you're thinking, okay, I want this clarity, but I don't know where to start, and I really don't know what kind of problem I solve for my clients. That's exactly why I offer my one-on-one coaching calls, okay? So this is what we can do is we can sit down, hammer out, you know what I mean? So in just one session, generally, we can deep dive into what makes you unique as a service provider and really get clear on what that person really wants from you. So what problem are you solving for them, okay? Because coming into that exact problem you solve, it positions yourself. And then also we want to really bring out what makes you unique, okay? And, you're here. Let me just say this. You are listening today and you're here, and this episode attracted you because deep down, being your own boss is where you're the happiest. Okay. And I know this for a fact because it's myself included. So you want to make your business work. You want to get those clients in the door. You want to make that income that you've been trying to make and you desire, and you put in, all of your, manifestations, and you've been thinking about it constantly. So this is your time. Okay. This is your time to like wake up and, book that call with me, because honestly, I only work with determined business owners who are like really ready to move past this like hustle culture and like doing all these things, but want real growth, want that client to come in that door, want those people to book consistently, want those people to refer you, tip really well, show up on time. Like those really ideal clients, they're out there and you just need to attract them in. Okay. So if this is you and you're like, Heidi, you're speaking to my soul right now, I want you to book your coaching call with me. The booking link will be in the show notes today. So go ahead and grab your spot and let's get you clear and booked, okay? And remember, more hustle does not mean more clients necessarily. Clarity does, okay? And you can take that first step today. We can give you that growth and we can give you that clarity. Thank you for listening today. Of course, take action and tune in next week. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, I'd love for you to leave a review. It really helps more people find the show. And if you know someone who'd also enjoy it, share it with them or tag me on Instagram so I can thank you. New episodes come out every week, so be sure to subscribe so you never miss one. See you next time.